everyone, it's Zoe, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Be sure to check out last week's video where I actually tested out different ways to do eyeliner when you can't see. It was super fun to film, and I actually learned a lot myself while actually filming that video, so it was actually kind of cool, so be sure to check that out. For this week's video, I'll be doing something that kind of applies to everybody, and that'll be testing out different beauty sponges. Now you're probably like, well, all beauty sponges are the same, there's the beauty blenders and all things like that, but you're probably like, why are they always in different shapes? So I have 5 beauty blenders here today, and they are all different shapes. I'm going to show you which ones are best for whatever you're doing on your face. A local brand called Axia actually sent me 3 different types of beauty blenders to actually try out today, and here they are. This one's an octagon, and this one's kind of just your typical beauty blender. Then this one is actually a little slanted with the edge. I will let you know a little bit more about these products later in the video, but to start, we're just going to prime our face. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a little bit of the Touch in Sol No Pore Bloom Primer. I really like this primer because it gives a really good base before you apply your foundation, and it helps cover up pimples and mutes lines. So I just went ahead and I pulled my hair back. So for foundation today, I'll be using 2 foundations. I'll be using first the Morphe Fluidity foundation. It's shade F1.50 matte. I believe this is for fair skin with kind of neutral undertones. So I'm going to just take some of this, put it on my hand. I'm also going to mix it with my Sephora foundation, the 10 Hour Wear Perfect foundation in shade 22 Light. The Morphe one's a little bit light for me. I don't know why. Yeah, it's just their shade range. I don't know, there's not one that's good for my skin, so I like to mix it with that just to make it a little bit darker. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that using one of the beauty sponges from Axia. So for foundation, I'll be using the Octagon sponge from Axia, and they say that it's good for wet and dry use. I can use the beauty sponge for applying powder projects such as pressed powder, loose powder, eyeshadow, or blush when it's dry, and I can also use it when it's wet for applying lotion, liquid foundation, BB cream, and concealer. The blender also expands 50%, which is kind of cool. I'll insert a video of that after. And it's also good if you have dry, oily, or any type of skin, and it's latex free and hypoallergenic. This one sponge does retail for $14.49 plus shipping because they are online only. I'm going to take the Octagon blender here and use the top part of it to stamp the foundation all over my face. Alright, now I'm going to go in with concealer. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade 20. I really like this drugstore one. It's my favorite out of all the drugstore concealers. I don't know, it's just really, really good. And then on the Octagon brush, actually, as you can see here, there's a little slant. I really like this for under eye concealer because it perfectly fits right under your eye, so I'll be using this blender to apply it. So I'm just going to go in and put the concealer all under my eye, and then I'm going to use the edge of the Octagon blender to blend it all out. So now I'm just going to take the NARS Radiant Creamy, actually I believe this is the matte, soft matte actually. I normally use the cream, but now I'm going to use the matte today, to just go in and kind of cover up some areas on my face that might have a little bit of pimples. So for that I'm going to be using this sponge from Axia. So this one actually comes in a pack of 3. You get one normal teardrop one, and then you get 2 of these angled ones. You get all 3 for $14.49 plus shipping. They are latex free, and they actually recommend to use it dry for this one if you're covering up any problem areas with your makeup. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do today. So I'm going to go ahead and use the dry teardrop sponge and the NARS concealer to cover up my pimples on my cheeks, forehead, and chin. Now I'm just going to contour my face a little bit. I'll be using the Palladio Matte Bronzer in shade Nude Beach here with just a Hannah K contour brush. I'm going to apply this, and then I'm actually going to be using this beauty blender right here just to kind of smooth out the contour a little bit. But before I do that, I'm just going to take my e.l.f. beauty blender here. I really like this one because it's nice and flat on the bottom, nice and rounded. I'm just going to buff out my foundation a little bit, and then go ahead and apply the contour. So I'm just using the bottom of the e.l.f. blender just to buff up my foundation to make it look a little bit more smooth. I'm just using my Hannah K contour brush to apply some of the powder, and then I'm going to blend it out. To blend out the contour, I'm going to use a Morphe M437 brush, and then later use a beauty blender just to blend out some of the edges. Now I'm just going to go in with the last brush on Axia that I haven't used yet. I'm just going to use it dry, and I'm going to go in with the IT 5 Eye Pores translucent powder, and I'm just going to bake my face, let it set for a few minutes, wipe it all off, then we'll be back. So I'm going to apply the powder right under my contour, as well as under my eyes so they don't crease, and a little bit on my forehead. Okay, so I just finished using the Axia angled sponge to bake my face. I just want to say the angle on this is perfect for going right under the contour and right under the eyes. I highly recommend this sponge. Alright, so now that our face is done baking, I'm just going to wipe it off. Actually, I said our face. It's my face. That's funny. Alright, I think I got it all off. Yeah! Alright, so just a little summarization of all the beauty blenders. These two I've had for a long time, the e.l.f. one. I always love this one for buffing out foundation and even applying foundation sometimes too. This one's kind of standard one for blending out the contour. But these three ones from Axia I am super impressed with. I really love this one for applying foundation and concealer just because the angles are so good and the quality of them are amazing. Like, it's super good quality. Yeah, it feels so nice against the skin. I really like this one for baking because it has the perfect flat angle just to go under your contour. And this one's great for covering up any pimples or just any other standard things that you might need a beauty blender for. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I will leave all promo codes listed below. Be sure to follow my Instagram at Beauty Through the Eyes of Zoe for updates about when I'll be posting and some fun looks I create throughout the week. Please like this video and leave a comment down below if there's any other videos you want me to do. And please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for any updates about when I'm posting. I post every Saturday at 2 Eastern Standard Time. I will see you guys next week. Bye!